The top news headlines: two youths arrested for posting fake news on social media about Chief Minister Anne Biren. Chief Minister appealed to all not to spread false rumors. BJP's election committee shortlists names of probable candidates for upcoming election. Bhupendra Yadav, Ajay Jamwal take leaves to Delhi. And CCSK 2 days entrepreneurs meet concludes at IMA Hall. Dr. THEE lays emphasis on medical tourism and hospitality. A very good evening. You're watching the Mami TV English News in Focus with me, CHENGLEINGANBI. The news in details. Imphal Police Station has arrested two persons for spreading false rumors about Chief Minister of Manipur Anne Biren on Facebook. According to media reports, a post became viral on social media uploaded by Facebook page Kangla Pao Facebook Entertainment. The caption of the post read, "Who is the most corrupt Chief Minister of India?" Then it pointed at Chief Minister Anne Biren, followed by Nitish Kumar and Biplab Kumar Deb. President of BJYM Manipur, M. Baris Sharma, lodged a complaint with Imphal Police Station. The police report said the post is a humiliation to the Chief Minister and a challenge to the government. He requested the police to take up legal actions against those involved in the case. Under Section 154 Criminal Procedure Code, police arrested two persons directly involved with the viral post. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Anne Biren has appealed to the people of the state not to spread false rumors on social media. Legal actions will be taken up against any person who indulged in spreading fake news, Biren cautioned on his Facebook account. A closed-door meeting of BJP Election Committee has shortlisted BJP candidates for the upcoming 12 state legislative assembly elections. Reportedly, a team of BJP leaders led by BJP Manipur Elections in charge Bhupendra Yadav, who attended the meeting, had left for Delhi with the list late last evening. Chief Minister Anne Biren has also reportedly left for Delhi this morning to finalize the Saffron Party's candidate. According to information received by media persons, Bhupendra Yadav, Sambit Patra, Ajay Jamwal were among the BJP leaders who attended the meeting of the election committee held at Chief Minister's office chamber around 11th last morning. It is also reported that 3 lists were formed for constituencies with multiple number of intending candidates and 2 lists for constituency with lesser number of intending candidates. The Parliamentary Board will finalize the list of candidates and will be officially announced by January 25th, the sources said. On the second and concluding day of the 2-day entrepreneurs meet organized by Committee of Civil Society Kanglei Park CCSK under the theme Growth of Entrepreneurship in Manipur, Problems and Prospect, Managing Director of Babina Group of Companies Dr. THEE, Branch Manager of NEDFI Priyobhatta Gurumayum and Managing Director of Siroi Financial Consultancy Puyam Surchan graced the program as spokespersons. The program was held at the Hall of Indian Medical Association at Lamphelpat. Speaking on the topic of tourism and hospitality, Dr. THEE said both tourism and hospitality sectors contribute to the state's economy. Mentioning the importance of tourism in developed countries, he laid emphasis on improving tourism and hospitality sectors in the state. To make advancement in these sectors, there is a need to improve law and order, road connectivity, cleanliness, and medical facilities. As most of the tourists in India are medical tourists, Dr. THEE stressed the need to formation and branding of the medical sector in Manipur.
Manipur has a lot of cultural activities. We have very rich cultural activities. Throughout the year, the festival will be many of the festival festivals is a festival that tourism level link to our festivals. Mapane season festival link to tourism attract them to be. But tourism lies in the food tasting is another attraction. When foreigners and package tours are tour guide, tour operators in Indian group, for example, Tokyo also Indian groups in Indian restaurant, so like pizza US Indian restaurant, pizza. Masi idea system is unbreakable. If we travel to another different country, welcome to food, taste of the place, even to each other,
Speaking on the occasion, branch manager of NEDFI, Prioberta, spoke about the importance of financial literacy and banking in entrepreneurship. Banking and financial literacy is very important in entrepreneurship, he said. Financial literacy is the relation between entrepreneurs and finance. Financial management requires planning. One can become a successful entrepreneur when one obtains a loan that can be repaid within one's capacity, Prioberta said.
Personal financial management or budgeting financial goals financial goal manaroi khara mana chahi niku mangada ai retired Prithvi se koi ge khalamba mayam khara yawani khara mana ai ichagi hayeng class 12 pass rakata medical tamannaba natraga makhata na tamnaba pesha ai simu leitabe yate.
All Manipur Women Social Reformation and Development Samaj Nupi Samaj laments the reports of internal conflict within Manipur State Commission for Women published in the media and term it as a misfortune of the people of the state, especially women. In a press release issued by General Secretary of Nupi Samaj, P. Sobita, it appealed to the commissions to resolve the internal conflict. She drew the attention of the authority concerned to appoint a capable chairperson for Women's Commission for better functioning of the commission. Women of the state expressed happiness when the commission was established with the hope it would deliver justice in time. As such, Nupi Samaj appealed to the state government to bring an amicable solutions to the conflict within the commission. The 22nd waterbird census was conducted at many wetlands located in different parts of the state yesterday. The census was jointly organized by IBC and Environment Social Reformations and the Sangai Protections Forum in collaboration with Manipur Forest Department, Wildlife Wing, Loktak Development Authority and Environment and Climate Change. The waterbird census was carried out at Loktak Pat, Lamphel Pat, Yaril Pat, Yaithau Pat, Iko Pat, Kharung Pat, Pumlen Pat, Kumbi Pat, Ungamel Pat, Tangjing Biodiversity Reserve Area and other water bodies across the state. Women footballer Achobi, who was part of Manipur's women football team, was clinched the Hero 26 Senior National Women's Football Championship 2021-22 title held in Kerala was felicitated at Pauden Maninglaikai Janaja Hall yesterday. Achobi is the daughter of MD Salam of Pauden Moirangpali. The reception program was organized by Elisa Pauden Maninglaikai, MLA of Wangkhem constituency K. Megachandra, President of Elisa MD Salahuddin Sa, President of Wangkhem Block Congress Committee Alhaj Kiramat Ali, and President of AMMOCOC Head Office SM Jalal were among the dignitaries who attended the program. Speaking on the occasion, MLA Megachandra said many Manipuris have brought laurels in the sports field and in the light of their passion and potential. The first National Sports University was established in the state. He also emphasized the need for economic development, sports, arts, and culture to usher in inclusive development in the society. The MLA also assured that he will provide all the possible assistance for the same.
Manipuri players singsi idona aduki mati yamna thona phana amadi mangkin khana man Bharat ki sanaba Olympic ta phange Manipuri players sing Asian game ta phange Bharat ki mohot silakanda adi Manipuri players sing na logo gold silver medal gaya adum ekoi pura maki layo ka bahaitai maram asina asidi Manipur da without political kare hai tare influence hai batai rajniti gi wa natana ngasidi manipur gi player singa bharat ta ahan boina sports university manipur gi player singa porakhe.
The association felicitated Achobi with a trophy and cash incentive, while players of Elisa Paudin, who were adjudged the runner-up titles in the first division league of District Football Association Thaubal, were encouraged with a certificate each. Sibilong 2 Youth Club won the second annual sports meet by defeating Kaifundai Youth Club by 5-2 goal, while Oinamlong A team defeated by Oinamlong B team by 2-1 set in the final match of women volleyball. The second annual sports meet organized by Tauzem Cluster Oinamlong Village concluded at Oinamlong Playground under the theme "2-day improved service in village begins today." Later, prizes were distributed to the winners and runners-up of the sports meet. Cash prize of Rs 2,000 and Rs 1,000 were presented to Oinamlong women's self-help groups and Sibilong women's self-help groups respectively, who won the cultural dance competition. Meanwhile, Sibilong 2 Youth Club and Kaipundai Youth Club were rewarded with Rs 6,000 and 4,000 respectively, along with trophy and certificate. Winner of women volleyball Oinamlong A team and runners-up B team were rewarded with cash prize of Rs 5,000 and Rs 3,000 respectively. The organizing committee extended their appreciation to 39 Assam Rifles for providing 2 footballs, 2 volleyballs and 2 volleyballs nets. India reported 3.37 lakh new COVID cases with 488 deaths in the last 24 hours, while the country's Omicron tally has jumped to 10,050, up by 3.69% from yesterday. The new COVID cases saw a slight dip from Friday. Meanwhile, India's active case load currently stood at 21.13 lakh and the total reported death count increased to 4.88 lakh. The daily positivity rate has been recorded at 17.22%, while the recovery rate is 93.31%. With a total of 2.42 lakh recoveries reported in the last 24 hours, the total recoveries were recorded at 3.63 crore. So far, India has administered a total of 67.49 lakh doses in the last 24 hours, which brought the total tally of vaccine doses administered to 161.16 crore across the country. Aspirational districts are now eliminating the barriers to the progress of the country, and they have become accelerators for growth instead of impediments, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said today as he interacted with district magistrates. In his remarks at the virtual interactions with DMs and some chief minister, Prime Minister Modi said the teamwork of center states and local administration was yielding good results in aspirational district. Prime Minister Modi said that for development in aspirational districts, a direct connect between the administrations and the public, as well as an emotional connect, is very important. A sort of top to bottom and bottom to top flow of governance is needed, he said, adding that an important aspect of this is technology and innovation. The Prime Minister further told the district magistrates that every district needs to learn from the success of others and also evaluate their challenges. The Election Commission is holding a series of virtual meets today to decide whether the ban imposed by it on physical rallies and roadshows to prevent the spread of coronavirus should continue. Announcing dates for elections in 5 states on January 8, the Election Commission has announced a ban on physical rallies, road and bike shows, and similar campaigning events till January 15. On January 15, the Commission extended the ban until January 22nd. It had, however, granted a relaxation for political parties to hold indoor meetings of maximum 300 people or 50% of the capacity of the hall. The poll panel is holding the virtual meets to seek inputs from the Union Health Ministry experts, the 5 poll-bound states and respective state chief electoral officers to arrive at a decision, official sources said. The recent incident in Texas once again demonstrates that the international terror network, with its epicenter in India's neighborhood, is very much active, Foreign Secretary Harshvardhan Shringla said on Friday, asserting that this is a global threat that requires an unambiguous and collective response. Malik Faisal Akram, a British hostess, taken shot dead by the FBI to anesthese at a synagogue in Texas recently, had demanded the release of Pakistani neuroscientist Afia Siddiqui, suspected of ties with Al-Qaeda. Addressing a symposium on potential for Indo-European-German cooperation in the Indo-Pacific, Shringla also said India sees the Indo-Pacific as a free, open, inclusive region which embraces all in a common pursuit of progress and prosperity. Our Prime Minister has encapsulated this vision in one term, Sagar, which stands for security and growth for all in the region. The term Sagar itself means ocean in several Indian languages, he said. Arm manufacturers will henceforth be allowed to enhance annual productions of firearms and ammunition, which will mostly cater to the 35 lakh private gun license holders. According to the latest Arms Amendment Rules 2022, the arms manufacturers, however, will have to submit online every month details of the firearms manufacturers sold or transferred or consumed for the month. The Home Ministry issued the new rules through a Gazette notifications on Thursday. The manufacturer who has been issued license in Form 7 under these rules shall be permitted to have enhanced annual productions of firearms or ammunition or caliber-wise revision of its license capacity by giving intimations to the licensing authorities and also to the state government concerned within 90 days from the end of the financial year, and for which no further endorsement on the license as to capacity shall be required, the notification said. While applying, the manufacturer has to submit a detailed proposal for enhancement of manufacturing capacity or caliber-wise revision of a license capacity, project outlays, means of finance and justification for economic viability and market demand projections, duly certified by the authorized signatory of the company. The United States World Health Organization's top donor is resisting proposals to make the agency more independent, for officials involved in the talks said, raising doubts about the Biden administration's long-term support for the UN agency. The proposals made by the WHO's Working Group on Sustainable Financing would increase its member states' standing annual contribution. According to a WHO document published online and dated January 4th, the plan is part of a wider reform process galvanized by the COVID-19 pandemic, which has highlighted the limitations of the WHO power to intervene early in a crisis. But the US government is opposing the reform because it has concerns about the WHO's abilities to confront future threats, including from China, US officials told Reuters. 4 European officials involved in the talks who declined to be named because they were not authorized to speak to the media confirmed the US opposition. The US government had no immediate comment. Now let's recap the headlines once again. Two youths arrested for posting fake news on social media about Chief Minister Anne Biren. Chief Minister appeals to all not to spread false rumors. BJP's election committee shortlists names of probable candidates for upcoming elections. Bhupendra Yadav, Azir Jamwal take list to Delhi. CCSK two-day entrepreneurs meet concludes at IMA Hall. Dr. THEE's lays emphasis on medical tourism and hospitality. That's all of the news for today. Keep watching Mami TV News for more update.